Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Oladipo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the 4 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Yes, that goes in. Adebayo's got his team on the board to start the game for the Heat.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
And they double up Davis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Oladipo against Caldwell-Pope. And Oladipo, here we go. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Lakers. 4-point game.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP
Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now off the inbound, and Robinson with the layup.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And it's the Lakers' ball. 4-point game. And it's Schroeder missing. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra, and we talked about Anthony Davis and his impact on the game. The coach was concerned about Davis's defensive presence as well. He told me you can't only worry about AD putting up points. He's also one of the elite rim protectors in the game. The guy does it all, and he's not wrong. Guys?
Thanks, David. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Ariza has the open look, and it's off from three-point range.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Robinson goes in to the inside. Oladipo misses. And it's the Lakers' ball. Here's James. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter, and it's good for 2.
And the level of concentration. Look, James is locked in, firing from this area.
To the middle, and it's Butler with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. High post try. Here's Davis. Ariza with the rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Offensive rebound, Drummond. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
James with a deep 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The Heat leading by 4. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the pass to Adebayo. He goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And he makes the first.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Heat. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Caruso. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. Well, he can get awful fancy when he wants to, and Iguodala wanted to that time. You fancy, huh?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's Dragic with the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pulls it up. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Lakers trail by 13. Here's Caruso. Here's Harrell. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Iguodala, that's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Caruso. The shot off that time. The Heat go the other way with it. Dragic with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Trailing by 13. Good on the triple.
Improving his range over time. When Kuzma connects from there, you know he's locked in.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside Butler. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Dedmon's shot is off. LA has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Tries yet again. Caruso, no good. Takes the three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to do well, or if you mess up, just keep going. Just keep playing hard, just give it your all. And, you can live with the results after that because you know you gave it 110%.
Hey, you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo, Kendrick Nunn out there with Dragic. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Kept alive. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Kuzma.
Masterful at timing, when to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Heat. The Heat leading by 6. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
James, no good. Miami's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
The Heat shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Drummond comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And then for Miami, Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Oladipo in for Goran Dragic. Free throw good, Adebayo. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot 2s. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or 3s. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. And it's James missing.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Basket counts.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Schroeder, shot is good off the back rim and in. And here's Miami. They're on a 14-5 run. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. Adebayo's got 11 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
He's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Lakers trail by 17. Goes up from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Let's go. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Schroeder. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got his first points of the game.
If I had to pick one man in today's NBA to patrol the offensive glass for me, Drummond might be that guy.
Hero, no good. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Puts one up from 19. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass.
Showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass and comes up with second chance baskets.
Oladipo draws the double. 3-pointer. Rebound Andre Drummond. Lakers trail by 16. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. And Miami the other way now. And some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell comes in for Andre Drummond. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Duncan Robinson. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Davis. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Heat have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Dragic in for Victor Oladipo. Free throw, good Butler.
Oh, the 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
Pulls up. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And a wide open look for Iguodala. That 3 off the mark. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, what was your impression?
It looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. And that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lakers trailed by 19. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
James strokes it well from there. I mean, his shot is cash right there. You got to respect it.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Here's Ariza. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Ariza's got 7 points in the game.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
And it's Schroeder missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Davis, that's for two. And again, the Lakers, no good.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And again, the Lakers, no good.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their fourth miss in 5 attempts.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Drummond, and he makes good on the layup.
Almost impossible to keep Drummond from scoring this side, no matter how physical you get with him.
The Heat leading by 20. Inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's LeBron. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 11.
And James loves torching defenders with his pull-up jumper. Play up on him, he goes by you. Play off, he'll pull up.
Robinson against Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a three. Ariza no up. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Drummond. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And it's in there. Oladipo's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
Timeout called the Lakers. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's LeBron. And that one goes long. The Heat leading by 22. Here's Nunn. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Los Angeles guys shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Caruso, no good.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And he comes up with the deuce. Dragic has got 5.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Caruso, rebound by the Heat. Dedmon's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 ball, trying to get open is Adebayo. No good from Dragic.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's James. Nice spin off the left rim and in. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
To the paint, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Wow, an explosive athlete that can beat you inside and outside. Butler's a complete player.
Releases. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's none. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 6 points for him.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
It's hauled in by the Heat.
Cold quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can get him a spark.
Here's Dragic, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Down low, and it's Butler with the jam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose. And it's leading the scores.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Dedmon. Heat moving the ball around. From outside, off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Unhindered, going all the way. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by LeBron. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Heat out front, delivering the blowout. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. We've got hero. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Here's Caruso. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. And Miami with a change here too. Achua, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Here's Horton Tucker. Off target from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Nunn can't get it to fall. And here is Gasol. Three-pointer. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, Butler, he's a jack of all trades. He doesn't just look to score. He's also happy to distribute as well.
Here's Horton Tucker. A rebound by Iguodala.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
None wide open. And another basket for Miami.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And it's Miami's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Iguodala kicks to none. Passes it to Hero. They grab their own miss.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? That one goes. Count it.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Hero. Goes back up. And it's good, 2 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lakers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Drummond's checked in for Marc Gasol. And Miami with a change here, too. Bielitsa's checked in. Nunn looking around, and he's going up for the alley-oop. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. The shot's good. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Hero. This one for 3. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Iguodala, the pass to Hero. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here are the Lakers. Drummond trying to get himself free. And that one's good. Schroeder. Here's Hero. Iguodala outside. The pass to Nunn. Back to Iguodala. Good ball movement here by Miami. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hero, no good.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to 1 shot.
Pass to Iguodala. Nailed from three-point land. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Free throw, no good for Drummond.
I mean, come on. This guy is a walking nightly double-double threat. Andre Drummond's bruising power on both ends really makes an impact.
Passes it to Okpala. Nunn with it. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Miami. And that one misses. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. No good. And the Heat going the other way now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Okpala. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. Now, Nunn kicks it to Iguodala. Here's Okpala. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.